Okay, guys. So in the last video, I talked about the introduction, we saw the sample, and we talked about the body paragraphs. Now, before I move to the conclusion, which is the last paragraph in the writing, but I want you to see this sample of body paragraph. Here we see that the city offers loads of services, whereas the country settles for a few. This is the topic sentence because it gives the main idea. And on the third paragraph, he wants to mention the offered services and opportunities, the difference between the city and country. So he gives this main idea and the topic sentence. Then, the city has malls, parks, and fun fairs. All these provide entertainment and amusement, okay, and huge companies. He's giving facts, what is found inside the city. And then he said that the schools, universities, and hospitals are much better than those in the country. Come in, this is a fact, and the technology in the city, okay? However, in the country, there are, for example, one or two schools. So this is an example. Here we go back to these things. And here we go. No, I don't want it. Okay. So we have the supporting details, the types. Who are the types that he uses in the paragraph are facts and examples. يمكن he wants to use statistics, real names. It depends. Okay. Then we go to the concluding sentence. In the concluding sentence, and job opportunities and facilities are limited and uncommon, contrary to the city, which furnishes as the land for endless opportunities. If we read the paragraph well, we find that he gives a summary in the clincher. So he summarizes the paragraph in the clincher. Now we go to the concluding paragraph or the conclusion, which is the last paragraph. And we have to pay attention that we never give a new idea in the conclusion. Yeah, and in the introduction, okay, I give the thesis statement. In the first body paragraph, I give the first difference. And the second body paragraph, I give the second difference. And the third body paragraph, I give the third difference. I do not give a new idea. I do not give a new difference in the conclusion. In the conclusion, I have to end my paragraph without adding anything new. I can do that by writing one of these things. Again, we can rewrite the introduction, summarize the text. If we have a problem in the introduction, we can give a solution in the conclusion. We can give our opinions as writers, feelings, wishes, future expectation, advice, or we can give a rhetorical question to open new horizon. Now, because I want to write about 3 to 4 sentences in the conclusion, I can give two things. Yeah, and I can give an advice and I can rewrite the introduction. It's not a problem. Let's see here the sample that we have. In effect, the city and the country are totally different. Each has its missing or perfect side. This is rewriting the introduction, and based on their culture, inclinations, and needs, people have to decide themselves where to be or belong. Okay, so this is like an advice, and you decide where to be, either in the city or the country. So he does two things. He rewrites the introduction and he gives an advice. Okay, now we'll see a practice. Here we have 2 prompts. You will choose one of these 2 prompts to write an essay for Wednesday. It's your homework for Wednesday and it will be graded. The first essay, each culture views domestic violence in a different way. In some countries, the man who abuses any family member will be imprisoned. In other countries, he's treated normally. We have to contrast to write about 2 differences between 2 different cultures. Let's go here. Now, for example, domestic violence, as we know, it's the violence inside the house, violence against women or against daughters, against husbands, wives, whatever. We choose 2 cultures. Culture X, you can name it, you can give it any name, and culture Y, any 2 countries you want. Let me just put a table here. Okay. Any 2 countries, X and Y. Here we go. For example, in country X, you give it a name. The victim of the abuse, yani the woman, if she's hit by her husband or her father or whatever, the victim is blamed. Okay, they blame her. And now you did something wrong. Because of that, your father has hit you, or your husband has removed your eye, or whatever. While in other places, in other cultures, the abuser is imprisoned or punished. The attacker, the man who attacks the woman, will be punished. For example, in culture X, this is 2. In culture X, let me change this thing. Whatever. In culture X, for example, the woman will be looked at as an unwanted individual. And they don't want her anymore. Not neither her family, nor her husband, nor her children, no one. But in the other culture, a woman, the victim يعني هون the victim خلينا نسميها. So the victim will be supported by everyone. Okay, so her family, her friends, the government, everyone will support her to be stronger. Okay, so these are the ideas that I can write. I can choose. For example, هون لنسميها هيدا, I will call this culture. I don't want to name anything, just give it a name. So I can write in the first paragraph everything about culture X or country X. In the second paragraph, I give the opposites as they are found in country Y. Or in the first paragraph, I can talk about point 1. هون لازم تكون 1. It should be 1. So in the first paragraph, I can talk about point 1 in country X and in country Y, the difference between them. In the second body paragraph, I can write about point 2. You can write more than 2 body paragraphs, it's not a problem. Now, the second prompt, it's the differences between the lives of dropout children and the lives of children who continue education. في عنا psychological differences. For example, the dropout children feel stressed, depressed, they feel no others are better than them, while the other children, they live their childhood, they play with their friends, they're not working, etc. We have social differences. You can talk about the friends and the social relations, the difference between them, and for example, careers or job opportunities. Okay, so this will be your homework for Wednesday. I want to grade it. And you have a homework for Monday, which is the skills worksheet. Of course, I will send it. And I want you to pause the videos every now and then to take notes, to write notes about supporting details and all these things. So see you.